Athyna wanted you to have this, so here it is. Good news, travel fast. We are Celeste.
And Wallo.
And we're bringing you positive news from all over the world. Today is a great Thursday to smile for Madrid. And you now have more reasons to go visit Wallo. And remember this, because I am planning on moving there, so now you are going to be able to enjoy the greenery of Madrid. So the capital of Spain has announced that it will plant close to 500,000 trees around the city.
Wow.
The plan is to cover the 75 kilometers of the city's borders with local species. And when these trees grow up, they'll absorb 175,000 tons of carbon dioxide yearly.
Whoa, that's a lot.
That is a lot. And apart from all the CO2, they'll also help clean up Madrid's air and reduce the heat island effect. You know what that is? So that's the effect that happens when an urbanized area becomes hotter than the places around it. Because, you know, most of the trees are cut down to build the city. And Madrid is a mega city. You get the picture. So the trees are, obviously, we all know this. The trees are extremely important to our planet. They keep the planet cool enough for us to live in. But by increasing the vegetation in Madrid, life will be better there. So we should all move to Madrid. Mariano Fuentes, one of the key decision makers on the city council, says that reforestation has to be a global strategy, bringing back more of what the world needs to survive. It has a lot to do with car emissions and influencing people to take more walks and embrace green culture in general. And you know, and bikes. Just bike to the supermarket. Mariano says the new forest isn't designed to be a park, but it could serve as one and increase the biodiversity there. So it's super excited to see this come to life. I'm telling you, Wallo, you should come visit. I'm not there yet, but I'm going to be there pretty soon.
I'll definitely consider it backpacking around Europe. Yep. Another interesting story on the interwebs is Australia's recent pledge to pay reparations to Indigenous Australians who were forcibly separated from their families as children. The numbers are huge. Yeah. More than 100,000 indigents were taken from their families in the 1900s down to 1970. But stick with me, the story won't be sad for long, Celeste. You know,
of course, you are always delivering sad stories.
Yeah, the former Prime Minister called it a great stain on Australia's soul. In the past 100 years, there was a lot of violence around the world, you know, a lot. But this story is about the newer generations trying to build connections and make amends for all the hurts that has happened in the past. It's not an easy story to tell, but it is good news. You know, the Australian government has announced that for every Indigenous citizen who had to experience that, they're offering 75,000 Australian dollars. Its current Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, said that they're doing it to, he said, and I quote, say formally, not just that we're deeply sorry for what happened, but that we will take responsibility for it. I love to see that. A representative of Indigenous communities said the actions of the Australian government are a major step in the healing journey of the survivors and urged them to provide trauma support. It's not the prettiest story, Celeste, but it's one worth telling. It's always better than doing nothing, I think.
I think so too. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. It's 100,000 families. It's a lot, though. It's a lot. So I guess... Yeah, it is true. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So, ending the day on a higher note, I found another really amazing story about a dog called Marley, and I'm going to try my best not to end the news today crying, because, you know, animals. So Marley is a service dog trained to keep his owner from harming herself. Before she realizes she's in distress, her dog comes to her and gives her persistent affection and a big hug to help her keep calm. This is great.
Wow.
This is great. So
Yeah.
Marley's owner has frequent sensory episodes where she becomes hypersensitive to certain things and her impulse is to harm herself. But Marley always runs to her rescue and interrupts her bad habit of hitting and scratching herself before it happens.
Wow.
Wish I could get... This is hard to say. That's amazing news, and you know what? Every day I think more and more that pets are the best thing that happened to us, and I really wish I could get my cat to hug me that easily. It's not gonna happen, but hey, I'm glad. I am glad.
Yeah.
Another day of good news is over, so we'll be back tomorrow for more good news, Wallo. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Have a nice day, guys. See you tomorrow.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. There will be more great news tomorrow. Good News Travel Fast is a news podcast serving positivity and laughter in daily doses. Oh, but we don't have episodes on the weekends. We actually have to sleep. This podcast was produced by Matthias Rosenberg, creative direction by Josefina Cordova, and hosted by Wallo Lapaju and Celeste Bono. That's me. This show was supported by Athyna. Hire, manage, and retain world-class global talent at Athyna.io. A brilliant startup like yours needs the best of the best on your team. Are you taking advantage of global talent? Level up your team for more success for only 33% of your usual hiring costs. Go to Athyna.io right now to learn more. That's Athyna.io.